Okay, Pops.
Yes.
Buying a car, super tricky in today's market. Leasing a car, honestly, even more challenging. That being said, we crunched the numbers and we found vehicles that actually kind of, all things considered, lease well in today's market. We're going to give you the 10 vehicles right now that lease pretty good. Better than their peers is, I guess, what I should say. Least best. They lease. They're the
least best. No, they're the best of the least.
They lease the best.
Yes.
All right, number 10 on our list.
This is the best of the lease.
Number 10 on our list, Dad.
Yeah.
The 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, the PHEV. Okay, the average MSRP when you add up all of the different trim levels and everything like that, $40,356 with all the incentives, with everything that you can possibly get.
That's the average MSRP across the country.
Your average lease payment. This is with good credit. Okay, 720 credit score. So
based on I think 12,000 miles a year.
12,000 miles a year. Yeah,
and very little cash down.
Yeah, very little cash down. 5% down.
Yeah.
$412 is what your payment's going to be on that Mitsubishi.
That's pretty good.
Number 10 on our list.
Yeah.
Number 9 on our list.
It might almost move me to look at one. Might. As somebody once told me, mites live in cat's ears and chicken coops, but
I don't know that saying.
MITES, mites.
Oh. Number 9 on our list.
Yes.
The 2022 Hyundai Kona EV. Average MSRP just shy of $40,000, and the average lease payment, again, same factors, 12,000 miles, $401.
For a $40,000 car, that's pretty damn good.
And as you were telling me when we were looking over the data before, this idea of like your payment being about 10% of what the MSRP was, not a bad threshold to be at when you're leasing a vehicle.
And I think about like my car, which was $42,000, but I got all the employee incentives and
what's your lease payment?
$380.
10%.
But if I didn't have all those incentives, it probably would have been closer to $480. Get 20% off at joinyaa.com through March 24th. Just type in luck.
Number 8 on our list, a 2022 Toyota Tundra. 4-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive version, $51,455 is around the average
for
MSRP.
$525 a month. And here's what you need to keep in mind.
You got to find a dealer not marking up that Tundra as well.
And here's what you keep in mind. At least a purchase payment, the average payment on a purchase of a new car in January was
$650?
$650 a month. So we're looking at lease payments where you're committed for 36 months.
And for 36,000 miles.
And limited cash down, where you're well below the average purchase payment.
You make a good point. And again, if you can actually find a dealer who's not marking up the Tundras, that'd be really awesome. Okay, number 7 on our list.
I might have to consider this because it's around my payment range.
The 2022 Toyota Tacoma.
Yes.
Average MSRP coming in around $36,300, and the average monthly payment around $361.
Yeah, that's a pickup truck, though, isn't it? You'll never find me in a pickup truck.
Number 6, the 2021 Honda Civic Type R. Now, these are going to be hard pressed to actually find without markup on them.
Yes.
But $41,940, you can get an average payment down there at $410, $409.
And if you were to go with a regular Civic, my suspicion would be that you'd be in the low 300s.
Yep. Now, for 5, 4, and 3, we have pretty much the same vehicle, either a 2021 or 2022 Chevy Bolt. Okay. Now, why are the Bolts all in there? The EV and the EUV variations? Because their MSRPs range anywhere from $33,000 to close to $39,000. Payment ranges anywhere from $312 to $367. You can, and this is a lot thanks to the federal tax credits that you can still get on the Bolt. You can lease them for pretty cheap. You can't park them.
Yeah, well, you can park them.
You can't park them near anything.
Park them near anything.
But they lease pretty well right now.
You can't park them in the underground garage at BWI Airport.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Number 2 on the list, the 2022 Kia Niro. That's got an average MSRP of $43,495. Lease payments through the captive. So this is through Kia, $395.91.
That's cheap
I would hop
for that kind of car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the number 1 best, most attractive vehicle to lease right now, not saying you should want to lease this, but in terms of your kind of like In terms of the value of the payment, I guess is the way to frame this.
Against the
Against
MSRP.
the value of the vehicle, yeah. 2021 BMW i3, there's some incentives from the manufacturer plus the tax credits, a $48,970 vehicle.
Call it 49 grand.
Which, you might question if that's a legitimate, value for that car. But the average lease payment, $425.80.
Those clown cars go for clown car money.
And you're well under that 10% threshold.
Oh, absolutely you are. I mean, you would think that car should be around $480 a month, $500 a month. And it's, $425 a month.
Honorable mention here, the 2021 Polestar 2, $61,200 vehicle, $624 lease payments.
Still below the average purchase payment.
Which is nuts to think, yeah.
In America today.
The 2022 Kia Niro plug-in hybrid, $34,000 vehicle, $350 a month lease payments, and a 2022 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, a $48,000 vehicle with about a $500 a month payment. This gives you some perspective here. If you're trying to lease something that doesn't lease quite as well, and you're maybe at, I don't know, instead of the 10% rule, you're at the 20% rule. Like, this gives you a little bit of a barometer for what's leasing well and maybe what's leasing poorly.
It might open your eyes up as to other vehicles to consider if you are extremely payment conscious when it comes to your lease.
And you've always preached this, zero down leases or putting as little money down on the lease.
Yes.
If you've got questions about leases, put them in the comments below. We also have awesome guides back on the YAA, joinyaa.com website, as well as videos here on YouTube that are I remember that video we shot with your Mini outside.
Yes, I do. I was freezing. It's cold as can be, overcast, looks like it's going to pour again, and I am just so glad to be here in Silver Spring.
Yes, you're explaining why you always... So
yes,
watch that video.
It's there.
Watch it.
It's there to be watched.
All right, there are the 10 cars that lease best right now. Let us know if you like this type of content, because we might even be able to do it again next month, or maybe next quarter, or maybe even next year.
Or maybe never. It's up to you.